Hello YouTube, today I am back again with a Q&A video. This is my second Q&A video and I have a couple questions lined up. I meant to do this yesterday, but uploading my last pickups video took much longer than expected, so I am going to film this one today. I have my list of questions here, and so let's just get right into it. I will link the channels somewhere on the screen, so if you're interested in checking out the people who asked the question, be free to do so. Alright, so the first set of questions, I think I have three from him, is from Cylonic Rage. I mispronounced his name in the last video. Link to his channel over here. And he has a couple questions for me. Alright, and I haven't really thought of answers to any of these questions ahead of time, so I'm just going to answer them off the top of my head. The first question is, could you rank the Star Wars films from your least favorite to your favorite? Alright, so least favorite to my favorite. That would be, starting with my least favorite would be Episode 2. Then would probably be probably Episode 5, which I know a lot of people like that one, but I'm not a big fan of that. And then probably episode 6, and then probably episode 3, and then 1, then 4. And I know I put 1 a lot higher than most people, but I honestly think episode 1 was not that bad. The only thing that I think was really bad about it was Jar Jar Binks, and he didn't. After rewatching it a couple times within the past couple months, Jar Jar Binks doesn't really have that many lines in that movie at all, and he doesn't really take away from the rest of the experience of the politics and how the government of the Republic works, or how like any of the other stuff works. I mean, a large majority of that movie is pod racing and just other various stuff, but I actually like that movie quite a bit. A lot of people don't give it as much credit as I think they should, so yeah. Number 2, do you have a job or do you go to school? And yes, I do have a job, so I should answer that question. Number 3, do you play games with your family, if i.e. siblings, cousins, parents, etc.? I do when I can. I used to play a lot of games with my brother when we were growing up. He now lives in another state, so I don't quite do that as much. I don't really play that many games with my mom. She doesn't really play anything in terms of video games. My dad really only plays classic arcade games and an occasional Nintendo game, original Nintendo game. So I don't really play many games with him. And so yeah, in terms of cousins, not really. A lot of my cousins live out in the country, so they're really big in like ATVs and hunting and all that other stuff. So they don't really, I don't really play a lot of games. And so yeah, no, not really. Just basically my brother was the only one I used to play games with. And that's all the questions that he has. Next question comes from Nickemite36. He's a pretty cool guy. He has a gaming channel kind of similar to mine. His focus is more on gameplay rather than collecting. Link to his channel over here. Really cool guy. I've been friends with him for a while, so be sure to check him out. His question is, what do you think of DLC and season passes? I'll get the easy one out of the way first. Season passes? I hate season passes because it's really kind of a stupid idea, really. Why pay for content that you don't even know that is going to exist in the future? Like for Season Pass, for instance, I think it's they're cutting up into years where you get all the DLC in that year for free. Say a game comes out with like 2 DLC packs, and the Season Pass is maybe like $50. Who's to say that those 2 packs are going to be worth that $50? It's a real gamble, really. It depends on the publisher and stuff. I just really don't like it. It's really shady business practices, and I don't really approve of it, and I don't really support it at all. My tablet went to sleep. Oh god. Alright, there we go. And what do I think of DLC? DLC, it's mixed for me, really. I personally don't like DLC that much. I basically don't buy any DLC, no digital content whatsoever. The only digital content that I actually own on any of my systems is stuff that I get for free from like PlayStation Plus or other things that I somehow get for free. Yeah, I don't really do DLC or any real digital games. I don't do digital only games really either. I mean, I do have some digital only games, but very rarely do I just buy digital games. I'm not a big fan of it. I prefer to have something physical I can hold in my hand. Alright. Next question I have is from somebody named Jackson Warren. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Link to his channel here. Let's see. It says, I am a collector for games and like collector's editions. What would be your recommended games? By the way, like your videos. Thank you for liking my videos. Collector's editions. I also really, really like collector's editions. A lot of collectors, for some reason, a lot of collectors I know don't particularly like collector's editions, which is kind of odd. I honestly love them. I love the extra stuff that comes with them and all the other goodies and stuff you can get. It just really makes it that much more worthwhile for me, even if you do have to pay a little bit extra here or there. In terms of ones that I recommend, stuff that's coming out, there's not really much coming out in the near future. Personally, what I have pre-ordered is I have Dragon Age Inquisition, which I know the collector's edition for that is online only, and it's already sold out, so you can't get that one. I don't have the collector's edition, I'm just getting the normal one for that. But the next special edition I am getting is the Order 1886 Premium Edition. You can get that at GameStop and Amazon and probably Target and Walmart. So if you're interested in that, or if you have a PS4, I don't even know what systems you have. If you have a PS4, check that one out because that's what I'm getting, and I'm surprisingly pretty good on pre-ordering games. I usually tend to get ones that are actually decent. Like my last couple pre-orders have been Stick of Truth, which that was an amazing game, Last of Us, Bravely Default, and so some ones I recommend. I'll pull some off the shelf here. I recommend, if you have a 3DS, highly, highly recommend this one. This is Bravely Default, absolutely wonderful RPG for a handheld. It's amazing. It's got good voice acting. It's got a really fun story. I love the combat system. I'm a huge fan of the traditional style combat. So, and it comes with a decent amount of stuff. I'm not sure how easy it is to find this one anymore. I got this one when I pre-ordered, but you get, oh my gosh, it kind of comes in a package like that, and you get an art book, a soundtrack, and some AR cards packed in there. So it's pretty cool. Oh no, there we go. Everything's falling out of place. This one. I'll put that back up there in a second. And the next one I recommend would probably be... Actually, it'd probably be this. The Tomb Raider Collector's Edition. You get a lot of bang for your buck in this one. You get a figure, a poster, iron-on badges, DLC, a soundtrack, a lithograph, this awesome tin. It's a really good package. I don't know if they make this anymore. I know this was on sale for a very long time. It's recently gone back up in price. But if you can find Tomb Raider for the Xbox 360 or PS3, definitely get this collector's edition. It's a great, great collector's edition. Probably one of the best valued ones that I've bought. Yeah, and so that's pretty much all my recommendations in terms of collector's editions for now. And the last set of questions is from David Villarreal 2? No, Villarreal. Just David Villarreal. A link to their channel right there. Alright, so theirs is cool video. What is your favorite console and what is your favorite generation of gaming? And I'm not sure if there's... Okay. Yeah, so what is your favorite console and what is your favorite generation of gaming? My favorite console, if you watched a couple of my videos, is the PlayStation 2. I'm literally like 5 or 6 games away from having 100 just for that system. It's my favorite generation of gaming, and it's my favorite console. The reason for that is it's really just kind of like, it's in the kind of transition period between amazing storytelling and like the online focused stuff, because the PS1 era had really good storytelling in it. PS2 era also had really good storytelling in it, and there was more of a focus on storytelling than either pretty much any really other generation, I think. There's also a huge variety of games on the PlayStation 2. I think there's like 1,300 total, which is just insane. And there's a lot of quality games in there too. It's not all shovelware. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has its fair share of shovelware in there, but there's a lot of quality games for that system. I mean, just to name a couple off the top of my head, you have Dark Alliance 1, you have Final Fantasy 10 and 12, you have the Tales of games, you have Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, you have the Lord of the Rings games are surprisingly good in that system, so, just a lot of great content on that. And, I have 2 PS2s now, and I really recommend it for anybody who is interested in story-driven games, and, it's actually, the graphics for a lot of the games have really held up pretty well, and the thing I really like, I'd say, probably to sum it all up, the thing I like about the most about the PS3 is people weren't afraid to try new things. Nowadays, with the PS3 and the PS4, you'll see maybe a couple developers try new things every once in a while, but on the PS2 it seemed like everybody was trying a new IP after IP after IP, which was really, really cool because you got to see a lot of variety and things you'd never really think of before. And that's probably one of the things I liked most about that generation, is just the amount of stuff that was coming out that was new and fresh. So, yeah, that's basically all I have for this Q&A video. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment box below. I'll try to add in my next Q&A video when I get around to it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just really thankful to have viewers that actually do discussions and other cool stuff. I read all the comments, so it keeps me entertained. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.